Hello, coolers. Welcome to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barca. In this episode, we are going to be discussing on three developing stories for Barcelona, starting with the wage cut issues. Of course, after Jordi Alba finally accepted a pay cut yesterday, which means that Sergio Roberto and Sergio Busquets are the two remaining veteran players, Barca are trying to persuade to accept. Reports have now emerged saying that Barcelona will meet with Busquets and Roberto's agents today to finalize the agreement, and of course no problem is expected to arise because we all know the veterans have a bite to eat and the support, and they also understand the fact that the club is going through some financial issues. So we're going to be discussing much more on that. Then secondly, we're going to be discussing on Pjanic Moriba, as it has been reported that German club RB Leipzig and Barcelona are currently negotiating on the deal for Pjanic Moriba to go to Germany. But as it stands, reports are saying that Barcelona and RB Leipzig are not agreeing on the price. Of course, it has been reported that Barcelona do not want less than 20 million euros for Pjanic Moriba, but reports are saying that RB Leipzig have just 6 million, which means that negotiations are likely to break down. Of course, we don't know, which means if Barca are insisting on that kind of price, not less than 20 million, then I very much doubt if Pjanic Moriba will leave the club this season. Then lastly, we're going to be discussing about Miralem Pjanic, as also it has been reported that Barcelona and Fiorentina are currently negotiating on a loan deal for Miralem Pjanic. But still some issues there, guys, because even when I reported last time out about Fiorentina saying that they are not able to pay all of Miralem Pjanic's salary, that is too heavy, because Miralem Pjanic takes about 6.5 million euros a season, and Barca are looking for a club that can pay all that money 100%, but Fiorentina are saying that they will be unable unless Barca take up some part and pay some fraction there. So we're going to be elaborating much more on that story as we progress. So goalers, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do so you always stay up to date with the latest Barcelona news, transfer news, and many more. Barcelona will meet with the agent of another two first-team stars to negotiate salary reductions today. I'm talking about Sergio Roberto and Sergio Busquets, who are the ones left to reduce. The Blaugrana have worked to reduce a number of the big earners' salary, and with the likes of Gerard Piqué, Jordi Alba taking a pay cut to help the club amid their financial crisis. Barca has somewhere around 1 billion euros in debt and close to 90% salary mass compared to income. That means that changes are necessary, and with the club struggling to offload players, reductions in salary are a must. As part of that, Piqué restructured his deal, and it emerged last night that Jordi Alba had done the same. It's now the turns of Sergio Roberto and Sergio Busquets, and according to Mundo Deportivo, the pair's agent is meeting with Barca to have discussions this morning. Problems are not expected, with Busquets and Roberto, long-serving players, having been at the club since their youth days, coming through La Masia. Though, with Roberto only having less than a year remaining on his contract, it's a little more difficult to restructure the deal. It's possible the defender could get an extension as part of the reduced salary agreement, but more details should emerge across the day and perhaps the week. Meanwhile, Busquets is under contract until 2023, and restructuring the 33-year-old's deal should be a little more straightforward. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, Barcelona and RB Leipzig are reportedly in negotiations regarding a move for midfielder Pjanic Moriba, but the deal does not seem at all close at the moment. Mundo Deportivo report that the Bundesliga side have offered just 6 million euros for the 18-year-old, while Barca will refuse to sell for less than 20 million euros. The Catalans are said to be completely inflexible when it comes to Moriba's price tag and will keep him training in the reserves and in the stands next season unless an acceptable offer arrives. Premier League side Chelsea and Manchester City also continue to be linked with a move for the teenager, who will be able to leave for free when his contract expires in 2022. The report also adds that, Pjanic is not at all happy with the current treatment at the Camp Nou after being demoted from the first team because he has not agreed a new contract. The teenager is said to be upset with Barca and has made it known that he feels the way he has been treated and it is so disrespectful. Coach Ronald Koeman spoke about Pjanic on Friday and admitted that the teenager situation is horrible. He also said, "My advice to any player is that the money is not the most important thing. The most important thing is to play matches. That's my message to him." Then on to the final story of discussion. FC Barcelona are looking to find a new club for Miralem Pjanic, and it seems it will not be Juventus. New reports suggest Barcelona are looking to loan him to Fiorentina after the Turin-based club has been unable to find space in their wage bill for the Bosnian. They reportedly wanted to sell Aaron Ramsey and then sign Pjanic, reuniting him with Max Allegri. Fiorentina, also do not have the money to pay his salary, but they may be willing to pay a portion of it if Barcelona pay the remainder. Right now, as it stands, Pjanic earns 6.5 million euros per year. They want to pay, for half of that salary and have Barcelona pay the other half in order to take him on loan. Barca want Fiorentina to pay 4.5 million of the player's salary, so they only pay like the remaining 2 million. The player himself would rather return to Juventus, the club that exchanged him with Arthur Melo just last year. However, it is said that he is not against the idea of joining another Serie A club. Ronald Koeman has not used him much to this point, and the situation is unlikely to change. So guys, with that we come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do subscribe and turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a video. Until next time, bye bye.